Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Janelle Schellebarger, and I'm very happy to welcome you all to Delaware Tech Owens campus. On behalf of the Owens Campus Employee Hall of Fame Committee, welcome to our 29th Annual Hall of Fame induction ceremony. As stated in your program, the Hall of Fame is a tribute to full-time Owens campus employees who have served the college with distinction and have contributed to the growth, quality, and public acceptance of Delaware Technical Community College. The Hall of Fame Committee is honored to recognize Denise Gooch as the 29th inductee To employees and retirees of Delaware Tech and to our special guests, thank you for joining us today to honor Denise. Please allow me to make just a few introductions. We are honored to have with us today our college president, Dr. Mark Brainerd, and our Owens campus vice president and campus director, Dr. Bobby Behrens. We are also pleased and very honored to have Denise's husband, Michael, daughter, Erica, and you may have seen her lovely grandsons running around, Roman and Micah, her wonderful mother, Dorothy Harmon, and as you can see, many of Denise's other family members and really good friends with us to celebrate her induction into the Hall of Fame today. Please help me in welcoming all of them here today to the Owens campus.
Good afternoon. We hope you continue to work on that cheesecake. For Chris Moody, it's the second piece, so he's going to be a while. Good afternoon. We thank you for attending today. This is a very special event, as you can imagine. My name is Mark Brainerd, president of Delaware Technical Community College and a proud Delaware Tech alum. Class of 1980-something, that's not important, but we have so many proud alum at the table. I just wanted to make reference to that, and we appreciate everyone coming back to campus. As I like to say, it's always a special day when we can come back to the birthplace of our statewide community college here at the Owens campus. We all enjoyed lunch, I know that, and before I get into the best part of the event, I just want to make another expression of gratitude for everyone making time in their schedules to be here. This is a very unique event. Typically, we celebrate students. We're still celebrating students in a certain way, but to have current faculty and staff here with retirees and former colleagues and Ileana and Diana and Judy and the whole crowd, it's just very, very special, and we appreciate you making time in your schedule to be here. Now, Merrill's here so often, I think he quietly works here still. He says he's a retiree, but I really do believe he privately works for us, because every time I'm here, he's here. So, but today we're here to celebrate Denise Gooch, who was the youngest full-time employee on the Owens campus when she started as a secretary in the then evening division at the college at the age of 19. But we teased Denise when she retired because she still looked like she belonged in a new employee orientation. I don't know what she has for breakfast, but I want that. Still looks great, but as a 43-year employee, Denise always remained laser focused on Delaware Tech's mission and our students. In fact, I would say that she always put students at the center of everything we do, even before we officially put that in our mission statement and made it part of our mission. She was exceptionally dedicated to her work and quickly moved to a series of supervisory roles where she exhibited her leadership skills while holding others to the same high standards that she held for herself. In addition to her regular full-time duties, her day job, Denise also served on numerous campus and college-wide committees, which obviously enabled her to have an even greater impact on the entire college, statewide, and our students. Her work has been recognized many times over the years, from the Owens Campus Excellence Award in 1987 to an Award of Merit in 91 in recognition of her work with child nutrition programs. She also received the college's Excellence in Service Awards twice, in 2008 and 2015, and Catch Me at My Best Award in 2011. But obviously, that doesn't stop us from honoring her again today. It's important to note that while she was a superstar here at Delaware Tech, she was also a superstar at home. Loving wife, devoted mother to her two daughters, and dedicated and involved member of her church, and an active member of her community. So obviously, we were very fortunate and blessed to have Denise part of our team here. She will always be part of the Delaware Tech family, and we thank you again for being here to help us celebrate her and her time here. On behalf of the Delaware Tech Board of Trustees and the entire Delaware Tech community, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude, Denise, for all you've done over the years to help our students, help the college, and of course, support our community and make Delaware a better place to live. So thank you all again for being here and helping us celebrate and recognize Denise Gooch and all she's done for our college and our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, and good afternoon, everyone. What a perfect day to honor a truly amazing woman. I would like to take a moment to thank our Hall of Fame committee for their commitment to honoring outstanding Delaware Tech employees. I'd like to point out that our committee consists of not only current employees, but Delaware Tech retirees as well. They come back every year to assist us with planning and putting together this amazing event. So I would like your help in recognizing our committee members. I'm going to call their names and ask them to stand and remain standing so that we can recognize them all at one time. So Dr. Janelle Schellebarger, our chairperson, Bonnie Atkins, Tamara Black, Dr. Bonnie Hall, Brent Mitchell, Dr. Chris Moody, Brian Rogers, Lynn Wajda, Fred Walls, Wendy Ward, Nicole Windsor, she's already standing because we had the poor girl working, and Shannon Wright. So please join me in thanking this amazing committee. Thank you all. Let's also take a moment to thank Lighthouse for once again providing us a wonderful meal here at the Owens campus. Thank you, Paul and team. We appreciate you. And I also have the privilege to recognize the 7, yes, I said 7, past Hall of Fame honorees who are in attendance today. That's pretty amazing. So again, I'm going to ask you to stand. Please remain standing when I call your name, and we will applaud you as a group as well. Mr. Butch Lee. Ooh. Anna Legates Bestie. I saw Anna. There she is. Sarah Lewis. Meryl Moore. Leanne Phillips Lowe, our newest inductee. And Lois and Walt Studi. Please join me in applauding these outstanding retirees. And don't sit down yet. Lois, get back up. Because I know, I lost count yesterday when I was going through the RSVP list. I would like all retirees in attendance to stand so that you can be recognized. So if you are a Delaware Tech retiree, please stand. You're going to be blown away by this. Wow. Thank you for coming home. So last year, TJ, did we have like 30 some on the stage last year for the picture, I think? I think we beat it this year. So at the end of today's event, we ask that all the retirees hang around because we'd love to get a group picture. Becca will be ready for us. Come up towards the front of the stage, but please don't leave until we get a photo because it's going to be pretty impressive to show the number of retirees who came back to campus today to honor our very own Denise Gooch. So thank you all for being here. And like everyone in this room, I am thrilled that we are honoring Denise Gooch as this year's inductee into the Delaware Tech Owens Campus Hall of Fame. You may recall that for many years, Denise served as the chair of the Hall of Fame committee. And during those years, she kept our committee focused and organized, and always ensured that our inductees were honored in a very personal and meaningful way. So Denise, I hope that we make you proud today as we carry on your legacy of honoring the very best of the best here at Owens campus. So congratulations, Denise. We love you. We thank you for all that you have contributed to the campus and the college and the significant impact you have made on so many lives along the way. So, mwah. Yeah. So at this time, it is my distinct honor to introduce two of Denise's colleagues who had the privilege of working alongside Denise for many years. Dr. Ann Del Negro was not able to join us, but she did send a video message from California. So we will watch that in a little bit. And then following Ann's remarks, video remarks, Debbie Davis will come to the podium, and she's thrilled about that, to share some sweet, kind remarks about her dear friend who made her speak today, probably. But so at this time, Ted and gang, will you turn us over to Ann for her remarks? Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to do this video tribute for Denise Gooch. This wonderful lady has been affiliated with Delaware Tech for more than 40 years. As a student back in 1972, Denise applied for a secretarial position with what was then called the Evening Division, later to become Corporate and Community Programs. One interview later, she became a full-time employee at the ripe old age of 19. Her technical skills and her phenomenal people skills helped her progress through the positions of Secretary 1, Secretary 2, Secretary 3, to Administrative Assistant, then on to Office Manager, and finally to Senior Administrative Coordinator, where she remained until retiring in 2015. And I would be amiss if I did not mention that during her career, she worked under and with 11 different corporate and community programs directors. And that is a major accomplishment I can attest to. During her career, Denise served on a variety of committees and received many accolades, especially the Excellence in Service Award twice, once in 2008 and again in 2015. And that is also a major accomplishment. In working with Denise for 12 years, I always felt her technical skills were top-notch, but I also witnessed how she mastered the skill of how to deal with people regardless of the situation, and that, I believe, is her greatest gift. Denise just has a knack for making happy times happier, and she manages to put a positive spin on situations that maybe were not so happy. Denise is a Delaware Tech treasure, and is not just me who loves and appreciates her. She has so many other former colleagues who feel the same way. So let me share with you some of the comments I received about Denise. First, let's hear from Tamara Black of the marketing department. Tamara said, in all of my years that I worked with Denise, she always remained patient and calm amidst the chaos of tight timelines and turnarounds. Regardless of the circumstances, Denise would remain soft-spoken and would somehow manage to turn the situation into a funny or laughable moment. Such a wonderful way of her always dealing with all situations in a calming manner. Kimberly Wright, also of the marketing department, had to say about Denise that she is truly a gem. She is one of a kind. And throughout my years working closely with her, it became evident that Denise was not only a coworker, but a true friend. She was always welcoming, positive, empathetic, supportive, and hardworking. Denise always remained true to herself and others. I will forever cherish my time and memories working with Denise, and I couldn't think of another person so deserving of this honor. One more tribute from the marketing department, and this is from Leanne Phillips Lowe. Leanne said, I would describe Denise as a generally kind person. No matter what your title, position, or reason for networking with her, she treated everyone in the same manner with a welcoming demeanor, graciousness, respect, and patience. Denise is the consummate professional. Her leadership skills, calm presence, and smile made each workday better for those who are fortunate to interact with her. We have a tribute from Mary Beth Doherty from the Human Resources Department. And she said, to me, Denise is the epitome of professional, and she is. She was on point, getting the job done with poise and positivity. She had 4 different supervisors in the years that I worked with her, and she adapted to each person's unique personality and managed to remain calm, cool, and collected no matter the situation. I often thought if we could all have a Denise in our departments, how much easier life could be. And boy, could it. Here are some remarks from Pat Carmine, one of our former CCP directors. Pat said, when I became director of corporate and community programs, I was fortunate to have Denise as my administrative assistant. Denise is what I would call a quiet storm. In her soft-spoken way, she was able to accomplish massive amounts of work. She was loyal, kind, and a team player. I was fortunate to have the opportunity to work with her, and I'm very glad she's getting the recognition she deserves for her years of dedication to Delaware Tech. From Paula Perez, one of our former CCP staff, she said, Denise is encouraging and supportive. In all my craziness and madness, and Denise, you'll understand, Denise was always there to support me and say something funny and supportive when I was having a bad day. She was very quick-witted and could quickly surmise ways to keep the atmosphere light and positive. I don't know what I would have done without her during all of my Delaware Tech years. And from Louise Raython, also a former CCP staff member, Louise said that Denise made everyone she encountered feel comfortable and at ease. She took on any challenge, no matter the situation, including running CCP when needed. Denise's character is above reproach. As a longtime Scout leader, I can say that Denise epitomizes the 12 points of the Scout Law. She is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And Louise, I think we can all agree with you on that. And from Dee Dee Andrade Selby, formerly of CCP, now at Business Services, she had to say that Denise Gooch has always been so very kind and respectful and will go to bat for you in a heartbeat, especially for something she truly believes in, and she does. Denise is fun and has always made the work environment very pleasurable and adventurous. She always showed all of us compassion and appreciation of our day-to-day work. She truly let you know how much she appreciated you. And from our Lucy Cooper, former CCP staff as well, Lucy said, I so enjoyed my time working with Denise. She was always so caring, supportive, open, and patient. I value her as a former colleague, and I treasure her as a forever friend. Shelley Grable, when I think of Denise, 2 words come to mind, honesty and integrity. Over the years, I learned never to ask Denise what she thinks about something if you don't want to hear the loving truth, because she will tell you. She was always a light in my day. And from Mike Owens, a former CCP director. Mike said, "When I was the director of corporate and community programs, I relied on Denise. She was my right arm and left arm. Denise literally ran the office. Her expertise and knowledge of so much of Delaware Tech's history made her instantly recognizable and respected across all campuses. When I think of Denise and the years that have passed since we first met, the word which I feel best describes her is gifted. She is gifted in her treatment of others, the quality of her work, her leadership, resourcefulness, and poise. I am honored to call her a friend and to have had the opportunity to work with her." And from former CCP director Ann Del Negro, she had this to say to Denise. "Denise, as you just heard from your many colleagues, you are so loved. You are a true gem, and you so deserve this recognition today. At one point during our time together in CCP, we shared this quote from Maya Angelou, which reads, 'I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.' And my dear Denise, you make us all feel so special. God bless you. You deserve this tribute. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations."
Good afternoon, everyone. To Denise, my coworker, my friend, and my confidant. You know I love you because I feel like I'm sacrificing myself to get up here in front of everyone to speak. But certain people have a lasting impression on our hearts. Denise is one of those. And that's why we're here today, to celebrate her being inducted into the Delaware Technical and Community College Hall of Fame. She has worked and connected with each and everyone that's here, and I'm sure you could have great things to say about her. Denise and I met in the fall of 1971. We were both students enrolled in the Secretarial Science Technology here at Delaware Tech. We were both shy, but we soon connected. At the end of the first year, as you heard before, Denise applied and accepted the job as evening secretary for the evening division here at the college. She then married the love of her life in December of 1972, and the new friends that she obtained while being a student at Delaware Tech were fortunate enough to be invited to the wedding. And as we see in her bio, she and Michael have 2 beautiful daughters and 2 adorable grandsons. After graduation, I entered the workforce. Denise continued her studies, worked full-time, and graduated in the spring of '74. In November of '77, I applied for and accepted the position of evening secretary for the evening division. Denise was one of the interviewers, and she recommended that I get the position. She patiently trained me, and boy, was she patient. Denise and I worked together in the same department for 37 years. During those 37 years, things changed. We went from electric typewriters, a lot of whiteout and ditto sheets, to the latest versions of computers. Back then, we didn't have the technology we have today. The process for preparing the continuing education brochure was much different. Denise would type the content for the brochure, assist the graphic artist in the layout, which was done by cutting and waxing the content onto boards. And these boards were sent to the printer. Once the brochures were brought back, she and I would spend hours on the gym stage labeling and bundling them for all Sussex County households. And the process has changed over the years and has become more efficient. But all through those years, the most important thing was we worked as a team and also became great friends. When Denise went out on maternity leave, I temporarily filled her position. One of her many duties was scheduling rooms and meetings for outside groups. Needless to say, when she returned, she didn't want the job. She, being the friend that she is, she happily passed that duty on to me. Denise Gooch was, and I mean she was, corporate and community programs. She knew the division inside and out. When we had questions or concerns, she was our go-to person. In fact, on a few occasions, she was temporarily placed over the department as interim director until a new director was hired. I believe that one of Denise's many strengths is that she genuinely loves working with people. At work, she made sure her coworkers felt appreciated and valued. She's an excellent listener, and she gives good advice, whether work-related or personal. She didn't stop when she retired. She's now mentoring and molding children in the after-school program at the New Hope Center. If I were asked how I would describe Denise, I would have to say, as her co-worker, she was always the professional, worked well under pressure, meticulous, dedicated, understanding, and encouraging. As her friend, I will add she's loyal, supportive, thoughtful, considerate, compassionate, trustworthy, kind, and witty. Now that we're retired, we still keep in touch. We talk on the phone or meet for lunch, keeping each other updated on what's happening in our lives. I have found that our faith in God, our love for our families and friends, and the church has sealed our friendship. We've shared good times, bad times, and sorrowful times. Overall, I count it a blessing to have Denise Gooch as a friend. She is so deserving to be placed in the Delaware Technical and Community College Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Fred.
Thank you, Anne, and thank you, Debbie. I think you did a fantastic job, by the way. And thank you to all of Denise's friends for sharing such beautiful sentiments about our friend and colleague, Denise. She is very indeed deserving of this recognition. Now I would like to invite Denise and her husband to come forward on the stage and join Dr. Brainerd and Dr. Behrens to unveil her plaque. Yep, we're ready. Delaware Technical Community College proudly inducts Denise Gooch into the Owens Campus Employee Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Denise. The Hall of Fame committee would like to present you with this keepsake from today's event as well. Denise was pretty sure the grandsons would end up on stage at some point. Denise, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks for making this a family affair. Wow. My head is so big right now. I'll try to hold it up so that I can say these few words. To Dr. Brainerd, our college president, Dr. Bobby Behrens, our campus director, the administration, and the Hall of Fame committee, I am so thankful and sincerely honored to be the selected Hall of Fame inductee for 2024. Many times in the past, I have walked through the Hall of Fame, paused, and gazed at the bronze bust and portraits of the past recipients. I had the privilege of knowing all of them. They were all great people, diligent workers, and truly dedicated to the success of the Owens campus. And here I stand today, excited and humbled to know that my portrait will be up there on that wall with those honorees. I wouldn't have thought that, but it is really an honor. To Janelle and the Hall of Fame committee and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make this such a beautiful day, thank you so much. To Karen, our Delaware Tech shining star, who couldn't be with us, wishing you a speedy recovery. To my dear friends, Ann and Debbie, you are both amazing women. I am so grateful for all the work that you did to paint a picture of our CCP experience. Ann, we miss you and sorry you couldn't be with us today, but your presence was certainly felt. And Debbie, thank you so, so much for always having my back. I really owe you now. To my former coworkers, friends, and everyone that spoke on my behalf, thank you for taking the time to reminisce. I will cherish every memory, the good times, the bad times, the drama, and there was a lot of drama. They didn't even tell you about the drama. I just knew they were going to tell you about the drama, and especially the fun. We were the fun department, because they would say, having another party? But that was us. Whenever morale got a little low, we had a party. You probably heard us down the hall all the time because they used to tell us to be quiet. But I greatly appreciate all of it. And last but certainly not least, to my family, my devoted husband of 51 years, Michael, who has always been supportive of me. Both of my daughters, Erica and Shelley, who spent many hours at Delaware Tech as little girls hanging out in my office after camps and swimming classes. Oh, it's nap time. To my precious grandsons, Micah and Roman. To my mom and my sister, who listened to all my Deltec stories for years. To my brothers and all my family and friends, well, she's not here. And of course, my Delaware Tech family, thank you for coming today and sharing this special moment with me. For me, Delaware Tech was always such a great place to work. I remember the first day that I walked into Delaware Tech as a new student and then entered 1 year later as a new employee. Shout out to Karen Probst, who encouraged me to apply for the position. I was very nervous and excited, but I found myself surrounded by a welcoming staff and caring instructors. It was a great start. I honestly say that I looked forward to coming to work. Could everybody say that? I could. I worked with an amazing team in the CCP division that did great things for Delaware Tech. We worked hard, played hard, and supported each other. We cared for our students and tried to provide a good experience for them. Over the 43 years that I worked at Delaware Tech, I would like to think that these three things helped me to stay centered. Number one, each day I would try to do or say something to make someone smile. Number two, I always tried to treat everyone with respect. And number three, when faced with challenges, like standing up here today, I referred to my favorite scripture, Timothy 1:7. God does not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. The last couple of months in preparing for this day have been a sweet time of recollection. I am grateful that when given the opportunity, I was able to be a positive influence on others. To the Hall of Fame Committee and the administration, I am deeply humbled and thank you again for the honor to be one of those that you chose to say made a difference at Delaware Tech. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Once again, Denise, congratulations. We thank each of you for coming today to celebrate Denise's many contributions and accomplishments. Retirees, before you leave, make sure you come up to the stage for the picture so we can try to top that 30 from last year. And we'll come up for a group photo. So this concludes our ceremony. Congratulations once again, Denise, and I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon.